Mistake number 2. Ignoring sardine quality and sourcing sardines, like any other food, can vary greatly in quality depending on where they're caught and how they're processed. Many commercial fisheries use unsustainable practices that harm not only the fish population, but also the marine ecosystem. Overfishing and the use of harmful gear can have devastating consequences for ocean life and the health of our planet. So it's important to look for sardines that are caught using methods that protect both the fish and the environment. When you choose wild-caught sardines that are pole or troll caught, you can be sure that they come from healthy, unpolluted waters. This means avoiding those pesky plastic-packed sardines, which not only contribute to plastic pollution, but also leach harmful chemicals into your food. Instead, opt for glass jars or cans lined with BPA-free materials to ensure that your sardines are pure and nutritious. Look for labels that say sustainably caught or eco-friendly. These sardines are usually packaged in recyclable aluminum cans, which further reduces their environmental impact. By choosing high-quality, sustainably sourced sardines, you're not only protecting the health of our oceans, but also ensuring that you get the best flavor and nutrition from your fish. It's a win-win for you and the planet. Mistake, no, for not considering taste and texture preferences for some. The thought of eating sardines might make you wrinkle your nose. You're not alone. Sardines can have a strong, distinct flavor and a soft, mushy texture that many people aren't accustomed to. However, there's no reason why healthy eating should mean sacrificing flavor. Canned sardines are incredibly versatile and can be prepared in ways that make them not only nutritious, but also delicious. To make sardines more appealing, try adding a dash of hot sauce or a squeeze of lemon juice. These simple additions can do wonders to transform the taste of your sardines, making them more enjoyable for your palate. You can also experiment with different brands and types of sardines to find the ones that you like best. Some brands even offer sardines packed with flavorful ingredients like tomatoes or onions, giving your meal a unique twist. Do you and be afraid to get creative in the kitchen and discover new ways to make sardines an enjoyable part of your diet? After all, good food should nourish both the body and the soul. Mistake number 6. Serving sardines straight out of the can. While some adventurous eaters might enjoy the convenience and simplicity of popping open a can of sardines and digging in straight away, this approach is not ideal for most people. For one thing, serving sardines straight from the can can be, well, let's just say it's not the most visually appealing presentation. Let's face it, the sight of a can of sardines might not exactly make your mouth water. But the real issue lies in the sodium levels. Canned sardines are often packed in a salty brine that can make them taste great, but also lead to excess sodium intake. For older adults, this can be a problem since many of us already consume too much salt, and it can contribute to high blood pressure and other health issues. Instead, try opening your sardines into a bowl. This simple act allows you to drain off some of that salty liquid before serving. You can then add a bit of olive oil or a squeeze of lemon juice to give the sardines a flavor boost without adding extra salt. By taking a few seconds to prepare your sardines, you can make them both more enjoyable to eat and better for your health. Remember, small changes can make a big difference. Mistake number 8. Avoiding sardines due to concerns about mercury. Like many other fish, sardines can sometimes contain small amounts of mercury. Now, mercury is a heavy metal that can be dangerous if consumed in large amounts. But here's the thing, sardines are low on the food chain, meaning they don't accumulate mercury like larger predatory fish, such as tuna or mackerel. In fact, studies have shown that the amount of mercury in sardines is generally low and unlikely to pose a risk to human health. The World Health Organization recommends that most people can safely consume up to 2 portions of sardines per week, and that's on top of other oily fish like salmon or trout. Of course, pregnant women and young children should always talk to their healthcare provider about fish consumption. But for the rest of us, there's no need to fear the mercury levels in sardines. So go ahead and enjoy this nutritious fish without worry. Mistake no. 9. Throwing away the bones and skin. Especially important for older adults, one of the biggest blunders I witness firsthand in my practice is when individuals discard the bones and skin of sardines, particularly those with dietary or gut issues. Sardine bones are incredibly rich in calcium, phosphorus, and vitamin D, all crucial for maintaining strong bones and preventing osteoporosis and fractures. As we age, our bodies require more of these nutrients, making them an essential part of a healthy diet. Similarly, the skin of sardines contains omega-3 fatty acids and other beneficial nutrients. Discarding the skin means missing out on these valuable components. Furthermore, the soft, moist texture of sardine bones and skin can aid digestion, especially for those dealing with digestive issues. Removing these parts can lead to constipation or worsen existing digestive problems. So next time you enjoy sardines, don't make the mistake of discarding the bones and skin. Embrace them as nutritious, easily digestible sources of essential vitamins, minerals, and healthy fats. Your body, especially as you age, will appreciate it. Until next time, happy munching. Hi, this is your host. Today we're diving into a topic that's close to my heart: the right ways and definitely the wrong ways to enjoy sardines. I'm going to share 3 common mistakes that many of us make, including myself, when it comes to preparing and eating sardines. These are the mistakes that can diminish their amazing taste and, most importantly, reduce their nutritional value. So stay tuned till the end. You wouldn't want to miss the last mistake, which might surprise you. Mistake No. 1. Not knowing how to pick fresh sardines at the supermarket. Now, when you walk down the aisles of your local supermarket, you'll find an array of options: sardines packed in water, oil, tomato sauce, and even mustard. Each has its own unique flavor profile. But here's where things get tricky. What if I told you that many of these cans are hiding old sardines? That's right, sardines have a sneaky trick. They hide their expiration date. Unlike other products, there isn't a clear expiration date on sardine cans. So how do you, especially us seniors, know if they're still fresh? Well, let me tell you, supermarkets try their best to rotate stock, but sometimes old cans sneak through. So here's what you need to know. The best way to ensure freshness is to check the packed-in date on the can. If the stock in your supermarket is like mine, you'll see cans packed between September and December of the previous year. That means those cans are about 5 to 8 months old. As a rule of thumb, sardines are at their best for the first 2 years from the packed-in date. But remember, the closer it gets to that date, the more likely the quality will have slipped. After 2 years, they'd become a gamble. Personally, I toss out any sardines older than 3 years, no matter what the label says. To be on the safe side, here's another tip. Give the can a good shake before you buy it. If you hear a sloshing sound, it's not good. That could mean the oil has separated or there's too much liquid. Both are signs that the sardines might not be at their freshest. Mistake number 2. Storing opened sardines too long. Let me be clear, once you've opened a can of sardines, the clock starts ticking. I often hear patients say, "I left the can in the fridge and just covered it with foil. It should be fine, right?" Unfortunately, that's not safe, especially for seniors with sensitive digestion or weaker immune systems. When sardines are exposed to air, their quality degrades quickly. The healthy oils can oxidize, the texture breaks down, and bacteria may begin to grow, even in the fridge. Here's what I recommend. Don't leave sardines in the metal can after opening. Transfer them immediately into a glass jar or airtight container. Sardines in water. Consume within 24 hours. Sardines in oil. Save for up to 2 to 3 days if refrigerated properly. Sardines in tomato sauce may last up to 4 days, but that's the limit. And yes, you can freeze them, but be aware that the texture and flavor will likely suffer. Bottom line, eat them fresh after opening, store them correctly, and never take food safety lightly, especially after age 60. Mistake number 3. Overcooking canned sardines. This one surprises a lot of people. Many of my patients think they need to reheat canned sardines by cooking them again, in the pan, in soups, or baked in the oven. But what they don't realize is that canned sardines are already cooked and ready to eat. Reheating them the wrong way can actually ruin both their texture and nutrition. Overcooking breaks down the delicate protein structure, making the sardines mushy and less appetizing. Worse, it destroys some of the omega-3 fatty acids and heat-sensitive vitamins, the very nutrients that make sardines so valuable for your heart, brain, and joints. Here's my simple advice. If you want to add sardines to hot dishes like pasta or stews, do it at the end of cooking, just enough to warm them through. Want a crispy edge? Place them under the broiler or in an air fryer for 2 to 3 minutes. That's all it takes. Or, for the gentlest reheating, place the unopened can in warm water for a few minutes. Remember, with sardines, less cooking is better. Gentle heat preserves flavor, texture, and most importantly, the health benefits your body needs. As we get older, our bodies change, and so do our nutritional needs. Sardines are nature's multivitamin, packed with essential nutrients that support our bones, hearts, and brains. But to reap the maximum benefits, we must prepare them correctly. Avoid the common mistakes we've discussed today. Choose fresh sardines, store them properly, and cook them gently. Your body will thank you for it. So go ahead, give sardines a try. And remember, small fish, big benefits. Until next time, stay healthy, stay happy. Today I'm going to teach you 5 mistakes people make when eating sardines. And last but certainly not least is a game changer. So don't go anywhere. I'm a family physician with over 20 years of clinical experience. And I want to help you to know how to be as healthy as you can be, for as long as you can be. So please subscribe if you haven't done that already. Mistake no. 1. Eating too few sardines. I hear this a lot, especially from younger folks. I love sardines, doc, but 1 can a day is enough for me. They say that like it's a bad thing. But let's put that in perspective. Most nutritional experts recommend eating at least 2 portions of oily fish like sardines per week. 1 can of sardines provides 2 portions, so if you eat 1 can a day, you're actually meeting or exceeding that recommendation. But then you start adding up all the wonderful nutrients that are in sardines and realize 1 can a day doesn't come close to providing all the benefits you can get from eating this amazing soup. For example, it is estimated that you would need to eat almost 8 cans of sardines per week to meet your weekly calcium needs. And that's for a 155-pound person. If you weigh less, you need fewer sardines. If you weigh more, you need more sardines. But either way, eating just 1 can a day isn't nearly enough to get all the benefits. So why not enjoy this tasty fish more often? Try eating 2 or 3 cans a day. You'll not only get more nutrients, but you'll also ward off scurvy, because sardines are high in vitamin C. Mistake no. 2. Not eating sardines often enough. A lot of my patients tell me they eat sardines maybe once or twice a month. And while that's better than never eating them, it still isn't optimal. Sardines are so nutrient-dense and perishable that it's hard to get them into your diet consistently unless you buy them canned. Canned sardines can last for years, and that makes them an excellent addition to your pantry, ready to be transformed into a quick, healthy meal. Whether you're single, married, have kids or grandkids, or are just getting started on eating healthier, you should keep several cans of sardines in your pantry for those busy days when cooking a full meal seems like a distant memory. And that brings me to mistake no. 3, which is not having a can of sardines in your pantry. Mistake no. 4. Removing the bones from sardines. This might seem like a harmless habit, but it's one I gently encourage my patients to rethink, especially those over 60. Many people feel uneasy about eating the tiny bones in sardines. They think, aren't they dangerous? Shouldn't I take them out? But here's the truth. Those soft edible bones are one of the most nutritious parts of the fish. Because canned sardines are pressure cooked during processing, their bones become soft, safe to eat, and easily digestible, even for people with dental or digestive issues. More importantly, they're packed with calcium and vitamin D, 2 critical nutrients for preventing osteoporosis and bone loss, especially in seniors. In fact, just a small portion of sardines with bones can give you over 30% of your daily calcium needs, without the need for supplements. Unless you have a specific allergy or medical reason, there's no need to remove the bones. Doing so not only takes more time, but also strips away some of the most valuable health benefits sardines have to offer. So next time, leave the bones in. Your bones will thank you. Mistake number 5. Only eating sardines straight from the can. I understand the convenience. Open a can, grab a fork, and you're done. That's part of what makes sardines such a practical food, especially for seniors living alone or with limited energy. But if that's the only way you eat sardines, you're missing out on so much. Sardines are incredibly versatile. By incorporating them into your meals in new ways, you not only enhance the flavor and enjoyment, but also improve the variety and quality of your overall diet, which is essential as we age. Here are some simple and delicious ideas I often share with my patients. Mash sardines with a little Greek yogurt or olive oil to make a protein-rich spread for toast or crackers. Add them to whole grain pasta with garlic, lemon, and greens for a balanced anti-inflammatory meal. Top a slice of whole grain bread with sardines, avocado, and tomato, great for heart and brain health. Include them in omelets or scrambled eggs to boost protein and omega-3 intake at breakfast. Mix sardines with beans or lentils for a fiber-rich lunch or dinner. Eating sardines doesn't have to be boring. In fact, when used creatively, they can transform your meals, giving you better nutrition, more variety, and fewer excuses to skip a healthy plate. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't done that already, and I'll see you next time. Sardines, for all their health benefits, can be a hard sell for some folks. Today, we'll debunk 2 common sardine myths that might be keeping you from reaping their rewards. The first myth: avoiding sardines because they're too strong. The second myth: rinsing them before eating to cut down on sodium. Let's tackle myth No. 6 first. I've heard this many times in my clinic. Doctor, I want to eat healthier, but I just can't stand the smell of sardines. This is understandable. Sardines do have a strong, distinct aroma, but that smell isn't a sign of spoilage. It's simply the natural scent of the ocean, and often a marker of freshness. Instead of giving up on sardines entirely, I encourage my patients to balance or neutralize the flavor using healthy, complementary ingredients. Here are a few tips that make sardines more palatable. Add a splash of lemon juice or apple cider vinegar. Acidity cuts through the fishiness and brightens the flavor. Use fresh herbs like parsley, cilantro, or dill. These provide freshness and balance the aroma. Combine sardines with roasted vegetables, tomatoes, or olives, ingredients that complement the natural savory taste. Always choose high-quality sardines. The fresher and better packed they are, the milder the smell. Remember, a fish that smells mildly of the sea is normal. But if your sardines smell sour, metallic, or overpowering, that may be a sign of poor quality or improper storage. Don't let the natural scent keep you from enjoying one of the healthiest, most affordable superfoods available. Now, let's address myth number 7, rinsing sardines before eating to remove salt. If there's one mistake I wish more people would stop making, it's this one. Many patients, especially those watching their sodium intake, tell me they rinse sardines under running water before eating. I understand the intention. But here's the problem. By doing so, you're washing away more than just salt. Rinsing canned sardines removes heart-healthy oils like omega-3 south, fat-soluble vitamins like a D and E, and flavor compounds that make the fish taste good. Plus, the water can damage the delicate texture of the sardines, leaving them mushy and bland, which makes you less likely to eat them again. Here's what I recommend instead. If you're concerned about salt, choose low-sodium versions of sardines. Many brands offer them now. Or, reduce added salt from the rest of your meal. For example, skip the salty crackers or cheese. Pair sardines with fresh veggies, lemon, and herbs to balance the flavors naturally. No rinsing required. The truth is, rinsing removes much of the nutrition you're trying to get. So skip the sink and enjoy sardines the way they're meant to nourish you. And speaking of nutrition, did you know that sardines are a nutritional powerhouse? They're packed with high-quality protein, omega-3 fatty acids, calcium, vitamin D, and B vitamins. These nutrients play a vital role in heart health, brain function, and bone strength. Plus, sardines are a sustainable, eco-friendly choice since they rely low on the food chain and require fewer resources to produce than larger fish. Give them a try and discover why sardines are a favorite among those in the know. They're an easy, affordable way to add variety to your diet, and when prepared well, they can be a delicious, nutritious addition to any meal. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and share for more health and wellness tips, and be sure to follow for more updates. Until next time, here's to your health and happiness. Cheers. Imagine waking up at 60, feeling as vibrant as you did at 30. Picture a life where you are not held back by aches, pains, or a constant need for naps. What if that's not just a dream, but a real possibility? In this journey, every step counts, and I'm going to show you one that many people overlook. It starts with a humble can in your kitchen, something you might have seen but never really considered, a can of sardines. Today, I'm not just going to tell you about the surprising health benefits of sardines. I'm going to break down how to make the most of them, especially as you age. We'll cover 9 common mistakes people make that could be holding them back and what to do instead. Let's begin. Mistake No. 1. Ignoring sardines. Sardines are often overlooked, seen as a cheap, small fish with a strong smell and taste. But what if I told you these tiny fish hold big potential for your health, especially as you age? Many people just don't realize the power packed in a single can. It's easy to ignore something that seems small and unimportant. But just like small actions can make a big difference, small changes in your diet, like adding sardines, can have a profound impact on your health. As you get older, it's not just about the food you eat. It's about making informed choices that nourish your body. Sardines might not be on your radar, but they should be. Now let me explain why. Sardines are nutrient-dense, meaning they pack a lot of nutrition into a small package. They're an excellent source of high-quality protein, which helps maintain muscle mass and strength. Very important as you age. Omega-3 fatty acids, which support heart health, brain function, and reduce inflammation. Calcium and vitamin D, which are essential for strong bones and teeth. Naturally occurring vitamin B12, which supports energy levels and nerve function. Iron, which helps prevent fatigue and supports oxygen transport in your body. Now imagine incorporating these nutrients into your daily diet consistently. The long-term effects can be significant, helping you maintain mobility, cognitive sharpness, and overall vitality. But let's face it, change can be tough. It's easier to stick to what's familiar than explore the unknown. I understand that. Many patients come to me skeptical about sardines. They've heard the benefits, but the taste and convenience of other foods seem more appealing. But here's where I try to change their minds. I talk to them about how easy it can be to incorporate sardines into a healthy diet. I share recipes, tips, and personal experiences. I emphasize that small steps lead to big changes and consistency is key to success. I believe in starting small. If someone's never tried sardines, I suggest beginning with just 1 can a week. Little by little, they start to see the difference it makes in their energy levels, their mood, and overall health. It's not about drastic measures. It's about sustainable lifestyle changes. The idea is to make sardines a part of your regular grocery list, something you reach for when planning meals. It's about making it easy on yourself so that you stick with it. Consistency is crucial. Whether it's having a can of sardines on hand for a quick snack, adding them to salads, or using them in creative recipes, variety keeps things interesting. And variety is the spice of life, isn't it? So don't ignore the potential of sardines. Embrace them as a valuable addition to your diet. Make small changes, stay consistent, and watch how these tiny fish can make a big difference in your health and well-being. After all, every small step counts, doesn't it? And together, these steps can lead to a healthier, happier you. Mistake no. 2. Cooking them too much. When it comes to cooking sardines, many people make the mistake of overdoing it. They cook it for so long that the fish becomes dry, flaky, and tough. This is a classic mistake. Overcooked sardines lose their moist, tender texture and turn into a rubbery mess. This happens because the fish has a delicate structure that breaks down easily. So once you start cooking it, you have to be careful not to go overboard. I've seen this firsthand with countless patients who swear by sardines but don't know how to prepare them right. They complain about the taste and texture, not realizing that overcooking is the culprit. That's why I always advise my patients to keep it simple. A light cooking method is best for sardines. Think gentle poaching or baking. These methods ensure that the fish remains moist and its nutritional integrity is preserved. The goal is to enhance the flavor without altering the texture. So remember, when cooking sardines, less is often more. Keep it light, keep it simple, and keep enjoying the wonderful taste and benefits of this amazing fish. Mistake no. 3. Rinsing off the oil. While some people opt to rinse off the oil from canned sardines, believing it will reduce the calories or the strong taste and smell, this can actually strip away essential nutrients and flavors. Sardines are packed in oil for a reason. It's not just to preserve them, but to infuse them with flavor and nutrients. So rinsing them off is like discarding an integral part of the fish. The oil in canned sardines is usually olive oil, which itself is rich in heart-healthy fats and antioxidants. It's also where many of the fish's nutrients are suspended, including vitamin D and omega-3. By rinsing them off, you're losing out on these essential nutrients. And let's not forget about the flavor. Sardines already have a distinct taste and smell that many people find off-putting. Rinsing them further can intensify this, making the fish less palatable. Plus, The oil adds a richness and depth of flavor that can make any dish more satisfying. That's why I always advise against rinsing off the oil from sardines. Instead, use it to add flavor and nutrition to your meals. You can drizzle it over salads, mix it into pasta or rice, or use it to garlic or onions. Not only will you be preserving the integrity of the fish, but you'll also be maximizing its health benefits. Remember, it's not about depriving your body of essential nutrients or altering the natural flavors of food. It's about appreciating what nature has provided and using it to fuel your body in the best possible way. So next time you open a can of sardines, don't just reach for the fish. Appreciate the oil too, because it's not just a liquid in a can, it's liquid gold. Mistake no. 4. Not using the bones. While many people remove and discard the bones in sardines, thinking they're hard, pointy and potentially harmful, these tiny bones are actually soft, edible and packed with nutrition. Sardine bones are made of calcium, which is essential for strong bones and teeth. They're also rich in vital minerals like phosphorus and magnesium. These bones are so soft that you can easily crush them with your teeth, making them safe and convenient sources of nutrition. That's why I always encourage my patients to eat sardines with the bones. It's a simple way to boost their intake of essential nutrients. Some people are hesitant about eating the bones due to past experiences with fish bones or misinformation. They worry about choking or tooth damage. However, with sardines, the bones are so small and soft that these concerns are unfounded. In fact, there are numerous studies showing that regular consumption of sardines with bones can improve bone health and reduce the risk of conditions like osteoporosis. So don't overlook the power of the bones in sardines. Embrace them as a part of the fish and reap the nutritional rewards. To continue this eye-opening journey about sardines, don't forget to stay tuned for the next parts. And if you're already seeing the benefits of sardines in your life, please share your story below. Your experience might just inspire others to give sardines a try. Thank you for joining me on this exploration of the surprising world of sardines. Until next time, stay healthy and embrace the power of small changes for a better, brighter you.